I was born 11 weeks early and I was only 2 pounds 1 ounce. So I was in an incubator for quite some time, like 64 days or something like that. My birth mom had me. She was an alcoholic, so I was born a little bit early because she continued to drink when I was in the womb and stuff. So then when I was born, she was still an alcoholic, so they took me away because one day I had a heart monitor because I was so small, so I ripped that off because I had sensory issues. My neighbors ended up hearing the heart monitors going off and they were like, this isn't right. So then they called like CPS and then they came and unfortunately like had to take me away from her. And then she sobered up and so she got a second chance with me, but ultimately ended up falling back into being an alcoholic. And so then I got put into a foster care.
I was a foster care worker in Ionia County. She was in a foster home where I had a teen, and so I spent a lot of time visiting that teen, and I liked babies a lot. And she was an adorable little baby. She was so teeny, and she has the brightest blue eyes. I had wanted a little girl, and I was struggling having another child after I had my son, Sam. She was having some struggles in the foster home. She was born premature. She had some eating issues. She had a lot of sensory integration issues. She just wasn't doing the best that she could in that foster home, and I wanted her. I wanted a little girl, and I was able to find one that fit into our family, and we loved dearly. She had sentinel fetal alcohol syndrome. So we were jumping on a trampoline when she was like 4 because we were joint compressing, which is what jumping does. It compresses your joints and that releases endorphins to try to help her self-soothe.
I was super emotional as a kid, and so like being put in gymnastics was helpful, but I still like had times where I'd get way too frustrated with myself or just like way too down on myself.
She was born early. She was missing a lot of the connections that a normal baby has that fire off when we get upset to calm ourselves down. And she's just like missing the connection.
I would like shut down and I would cry. And so I've had to work with myself and like work through those times of just shutting down. Instead, I've been working like to better myself, to just keep pushing forward and like knowing it's okay to struggle. My mom has been really helpful with that. Like when I was younger, she would know exactly what to do, but like with my coaches, they just saw it as like frustrating that I was like giving them attitude or something, but in reality, I was just struggling to focus, like pushing through like hard times, and like it's just how my brain was working at the time. Having my mom as a support system was just like the most beneficial thing I could ever have. Being in the social care work, like she knew exactly how like children with those kind of backgrounds like were, and so like she found help for me, like even if it was just like her doing like joint mobs on me to get like dopamine moving, or just like using the certain type of brush on my back to like calm me down, like, and her knowing that I had these issues, so then she would like give me tips and stuff like that to help me, like when I feel this way, like go step aside, like take some breaths, push through it, like you can do it. And it's just was a lot more helpful that way. One day at lunch, I was in high school, I was sitting there and my mom texted me saying that my old coach John texted her about Nicole Jones wanting me to call her and have like a chat with her about coming to Michigan State. And at the time I was just like, you're joking, like Michigan State wants me. I didn't think I was good enough to come here. And I talked to her on the phone and it was just like, I'm wanted by her. I was wanted by my mom. I'm wanted by her. Like, it's such a great feeling to be wanted again.
When Tristan got the chance to go, because we live here in DeWitt and it's close, that's been very nice. And it made me very proud to know that she went where I went. And that's always like, I don't know, as a parent, that's something you always want. So I was very happy when she got in and decided to go there for school.
In October of 2019, my mom was diagnosed with a grade 3 brain tumor.
I'm never sick. I smelled something weird that I couldn't quite put my finger on, and then I was trying to like violently throw up, which is not like me. I stayed home, went to the doctor. So the next day I went to the CT scan at MSU. About 15 minutes after I left there, she called me and said, I have your CT results. And she said, there is a very large tumor and you need to now go for an MRI. I was just like overwhelmed. I didn't know what to think. Went to the MRI the next day. Results were that it was even larger than they thought because the MRI shows a little bit more detail. I called and made a referral down to U of M and was able to get in for the biopsy.
I really wanted to go down there for her biopsy, but we ended up having picture day again. So I didn't get to go see her going into surgery, and I was so anxious like that whole day. I was just like, come on, pictures, like, let's go.
Tristan was there when I woke up, and her little face, it was so sad. She's like, I'll try to be perky, and then she starts sobbing.
I think it was like a sense of relief that she was okay. Like, getting a biopsy done on your brain, like, your brain is so precious, and I feel like anything could go wrong and it could just kill them in an instant. I don't know, like, I trust doctors and everything like that, but it's just still something scary, like, what ifs.
I drove down to U of M every day from like November 14th or 15th through like January 2nd, Monday through Friday. Literally spent 2 minutes in radiation and then drove myself back after working 7 hours. I got through that relatively easy with not much difficulty.
I was a junior. I was living at home, so I think that helped me because I could be around my mom, still taking classes, still coming to practice all the time. I was just living college life and just trying to like be there for my mom as well. So it was a lot at the time. It was also like getting ready for competition season, being in season when she was like going through treatments still, and I really struggled mentally balancing everything. I wanted to be strong for her, but she knew it was still very hard for me. So she still wanted to be there for me because she's like, it's okay, like, I'm fine, like, we'll make it through this. Like, she was a very positive person to like find out you have cancer. Like, that is a very scary thing to find out. She just positive through it all. I didn't really notice anything different. She just didn't really feel the best, but it wasn't like a big major change. And like even now, like going through like treatments and stuff, she still seems like the same mom. She still has her hair. She didn't really lose any of it. So that's been like really nice. Like this whole time she hasn't really seemed sick. Like I think that's been like so helpful to me because if she was looking sick, it would have just been so much harder.
I have 4 more rounds of chemo to take. The MRIs that I get every 3 months, they say that they are stable. They don't expect the tumor to go away from chemo and radiation. They just want to keep it the same size and not let it grow. Mine from chemo and radiation at the beginning actually shrunk, and they were very surprised by that. Like in general, when the doctor says, how are you feeling? I'm like, I'm feeling pretty good.
The bond me and my mom have is literally like almost as a friendship. She is my rock. She's always there for me. I call her pretty much every day just about silly things or just if I need her help with something.
I've seen her face scary things like my health in a way that I didn't think I was going to choke up. That I knew she had it in her, but like I really just seen her having her want to come down from my surgery, like surprised me. I thought she just wanted to avoid it, but she stepped up in a way that I am very proud of her for doing.
Now that I've gone through everything I've been through, I feel like my outlook on life has changed. Like, now I see that everything happens for a reason. My mom raised me to be resilient by just telling me, like, it'll work out, keep pushing. Like, even when I wanted to give up, she just always was like, no, you can do it, like, keep trying. All you can do is try. Coming into this year, I was like, do I want to do gymnastics still? Like, I've just taken 9-10 months off. Like, my body still hurts. And she's like, you don't know until you try. And I tried and I gave it up my all. And honestly, that's all I could have asked for. So I'm really proud of that.